Joining me now in a first on CNBC is Bryan Fairbanks. He is the president and CEO of Trex. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Kelly.
I forgot, how long have you been at the helm now?
I started right as the pandemic was starting, so in
really?
April of 2020, but I've had over 20 years experience with the company.
Wow, you started in April of 2020. Okay, so business went from terrible to fabulous to now, how would we describe it?
Yeah, it absolutely took off during that time period. Then there have been some ups and downs as we've worked through inventory in the channel at a variety of times. Today, I would say it is kind of moderating, and I think we're coming out of a period where the consumer has been a little bit unsure about spending. Repair and remodel spending has been negative over the past couple of years, but I do see that they're on the horizon. We'll start to see some growth there again with those consumers.
Do you watch interest rates as obsessively as I do, or yields, I should say, on the 10-year? Because every time I see it going back up, I think, well, there goes the housing rebound. Or I guess the activity for home builders has still been strong. Those stocks have been strong, but you need the broad housing market to have a lot of turnover, right?
Yeah, it's more important that we see existing home sales increase. So with interest rates coming back down, we should start to see more homes coming to the marketplace. Everybody who moves out of a home is going to have repair and remodel on that home, and then they move into that new home. That should generate repair and remodel. So I do see some tailwinds moving into 2025 that should help drive that number.
And some of the traders and analysts are looking to the little increase in pending home sales we got and saying, okay, that leads existing by a couple of months, and maybe if rates start to calm down a little bit, you could start to get a better cycle in 2025. When do you think that's going to materialize?
Yeah, any little bit of good news always helps, but I do expect that we'll start to see some of that benefit in 25. We're not just relying upon repair and remodel coming back. We're going to go after the growth on our own. Make sure that we have the right deck boards in the marketplace. We've just launched 4 new colors of deck boards, a couple that will be sold through the home centers and then some through the pro channel. But more importantly, we've really leveraged our growth on railing as we move forward. We want to make sure that if a consumer is putting in a deck, that we have the railing to go along with that deck. And we think we can expand that market share by up to double that market share over the next 5 years.
That's so funny. What a tactical play. So previously people might have put you in on the deck itself, but then not necessarily completed the railing project.
Railing is a highly fragmented marketplace, much like decking was 20 years ago. We see the same opportunity to bring the Trex brand to the larger part of the railing marketplace and be a significant player. Today, we are the largest player in alternative non-wood railings. We see the opportunity to grow that immensely.
Does the outcome of the election tomorrow matter in terms of, I don't know if this product is fundamentally sourced from overseas or how it's made or whether there's a tariff risk or not a tariff risk, or just talk about that a little bit. How does it work?
Yeah, we really haven't seen a difference in performance of the company depending upon the administrations that are going to be in office. So that's a little bit less important for our growth. And we always look at it, it's our job to grow the company. It's our job to drive those valuations. And we'll do that regardless of which administration comes in.
Absolutely. But let's say there was across the board 20%. I mean, does this product come from China, from Mexico, from you name it? Where does it come from?
Right. The vast majority of our product is manufactured here in the United States. We have a manufacturing plant in Virginia, one in Nevada, and then we have a greenfield site underway in Little Rock, Arkansas that we're excited about.
And you could actually be one of those beneficiaries of kind of a less globalized world if we get that one way or the other. I just wanted to make that point. So if we look at now the consumer and how they seem to be faring high end to low, would you describe bifurcation or what's going on there? Because apparently in the quarter there was some concern about low end spend. Yeah,
there is absolutely bifurcation. That high end consumer is holding up really well. The ones that are out buying our premium products, utilizing contractors, we're continuing to see growth at that level. Some of those entry level products, the products we've designed to specifically go after conversion of wood. Wood's about 75% of the market today. We see the opportunity to convert a lot of that market. But that consumer is clearly struggling at this point. We've seen a low single-digit type decline with those customers. But again, as we move into next year, we start to see some of those tailwinds come in behind us. We expect that consumer will come back as well.